So this is a learning video. It's going to be a teaching video, a learning video, a necessary video to do scenery work, to get this tied in, to get my trestle set, start laying track, and get myself one step closer to running my big boy. So with that said, I vacuumed this, as you've seen. I put my drop cloth because today we're getting very messy. Oh. Yes, messy, but it's something that we need to do. So let's get on with the show, shall we? To start things off, I need my bucket and my plaster of Paris. Cheap stuff, but it works very well for this concept. So what I'm doing is taking shop towels, dipping them into a plaster mixture, and start covering all this. Mold it to it, covering all this foam so we can get rid of these lines and give it more of a molded, sculpted look. A cheaper, budget-friendly way on how I did everything in the back also with blue paper towels. Because this stuff is so cheap, I'm just going to pour a good bit into here. Probably don't need that much, but it should get it done. Already spilling water everywhere. I could already see the mess. Shit everywhere. For this, I'm going to pour just enough to get it like a thick soup. I could always add. It's hard to take away, which it's impossible to take away, so I add a little bit till I get it right. See that? That's still too thick. Stir it. Again, it's like a thick soup. Nothing watery, too watery, but I've always mixed it so it goes further. For me, it worked well like that. You want to make sure you get this shit mixed up good. Believe it or not, plaster of Paris kicks quick, even with this much water. So it's soupy. It's not as thin as water, but it's very soupy. I got many people to tell me that that was not the right mix, but all the mountains and everything you see is with that mix right there. I'm going to start on this side and work myself back, paper towel at a time. I kind of hold it up over the drapes well like this. You can see how it coats it. It's fully coated front and back. And do the sides first. It doesn't have to be perfect. Don't worry about perfection. I can always come back and add. So I want to get it into the creases, as you see. Okay. Get it into those creases. Very simple. Again, there you go. Stage 2. I'm overlapping to get more rigidity onto this one, so it just makes things stronger. Not that I need the strength because this foam is already solid, so it doesn't need to hold anything up. So. Keep on going. Let's put you on a time lapse. How I'm going to do that. Folks, about 24 hours has passed, and as you can hear, it's very, very solid. Got a lot of plaster in here. The plaster went clean through the paper towel and created a hardened rock base, okay? At this point, I am wrapping the video up. Before I do that, I'm going to let you know what I got coming up. So with that said, I have to stain this bridge. I did pick up some water-based dark bourbon stain. Water-based? I never used water-based, so we're going to find out together. So that's the big thing I got to do, is stain this before I set this in place. Because what's going to happen is when I put this in place here, like so, I have these notches I cut for the legs. So it's like a puzzle. It's got to fit exactly where it's got to be, such as in here. So what I'm going to do is, once I get this stained, I'm going to come back and plaster these legs in. So these channels, I'm going to mix my plaster thinnish and pour it in there to create like a concrete base. So once I do that, I guarantee this bridge will not be coming out. So that's what I'm going to do on the bridge part. So rewinding a little bit before I do all that, I have to paint this first, okay? So I'm going to paint this with a classic caramel base color all through here. Of course, it's water based again. And then I'm going to come back and blend colors and everything else. So painting, staining, securing, then tracking, then inner base, then big boy running. So yes, that's the steps that I must do to get all this finished. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. More updates on this, whether if it's through a short, a live, or video. Like always, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you in the next one.